My guest today, I have Rob Wolf from Financial Advisory, and we are here to talk about something really cool that you guys do. We've talked a few times about your charity of the month. It's something I think is a really cool thing, and you have your beneficiary of the charity of the month for this month. Kate is joining us from CASA of Southwest Michigan. So, hello to both of you.
Hello.
Rob,
Thanks for
let's talk about why you guys decided to do the charity of the month.
Yes, almost 12 months ago now, we decided to do some community outreach and what would be the biggest impact that we could have. We could certainly give money, which is
Hmm.
always appreciated by the charities, but how could we leverage those dollars up? And what we decided to do as a firm was let's go ahead and let's sponsor some radio time where we could bring in community charities so they can get their word out to the community as a whole, share what their needs are, share what their mission is, so that more people become aware, which allows more leverage for either financial
Hmm.
gifts or volunteerism. And so, in addition to us giving money to be able to support through your spot and through
Hmm.
the radio in general, to make a greater awareness in our community
Sure.
of all these amazing charities and community activity that's going on that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, because any business can donate to charity, and just at the end of the year say, "All right, we're going to give a check to X charity," and not tell anybody about it. You're going above and beyond that by raising awareness of community organizations. So, and I think that's awesome. Not only are you encouraging other businesses probably to step up and kind of follow suit and do the same thing that you're doing, but also I'm sure you're talking to your clients about charitable giving.
Absolutely. Charitable giving is a big part of our process that we take our clients through. How to make sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your dollar if you are going to be giving some money to charity. And also, just there's a lot of people out there that want to give, but they don't have a specific organization perhaps in mind. So, by compiling this charity of the month, we've already vetted out several community charities that we would believe for our clients would be good charities for them to consider to support for their personal financial giving plan.
How do you at Wolf Financial Advisory decide who is the organization for each month?
Some of them are organizations that I contribute to
Mhm.
directly. CASA came in. She heard about the charity of the month, Kate did, and she gave us this wonderful packet of all the amazing things you guys did. I said, boy, this needs to get out in the community. Sometimes we get introduced to local charities from our clients. And we find out about them. So this is not only getting community awareness, but for me personally, I've become so aware of some amazing organizations
Mhm.
that if we hadn't gone through this process, I would have known about. So if I don't know about them, I'm thinking a lot of people may not know about it. And so some of the part of the mission that we're doing here today.
Absolutely, and I think it's so great because it's not only encouraging people to be aware of what's going on, to maybe do a donation of money or even a donation of time. Maybe you say, "Okay, well, that charity seems like something that's in line with stuff that I care about. Maybe not only I'll give a dollar donation, but also look at maybe ways that I could give my time because that's another great treasure that you can give."
And for some people, time is more valuable than money. It's sometimes very easy to give money. It's harder to give time. But for organizations like CASA, that where that time really can make an impact in a life of a child, this is why this messaging is so important.
Kate, let's talk a little bit more about CASA of Southwest Michigan. You and I have had a multitude of conversations about it, but refresh my memory and those that are listening of what you guys do at CASA.
certainly. So, CASA of Southwest Michigan is part of a larger organization across the nation that has about 950 programs. Our program in Southwest Michigan services Berrien County and St. Joseph County youths who are navigating foster care and are under court supervision. So, our program recruits and trains community volunteers. We vet them and put them through background checks and then provide them 30 hours of specialized training so that they can work with the court through a court order once they get appointed to a child in foster care to be the eyes and ears for the court. They get to know the child in every aspect of their life by interviewing people who have relationships with the youth, whether it be at school, their therapist, relatives who are involved, and foster placements if they're not living with family. And then every 90 days, the volunteer with support from our staff will write a report and submit it to the court and then attend the court hearing to answer questions.
Yeah, such a valuable thing in a child's life. And how are you at CASA Southwest Michigan? How do you get funding?
Certainly. So we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we work with community partners.
Hmm.
We largely rely on individual donations, and so it's completely community funded.
No. And what was it like when you went and saw Rob? Because I know that that's one thing that you as the executive director have really made a mission to really establish more relationships within the community, much like Rob at Wolf Advisory is doing, saying, "Hey, let's talk to these charities." You're doing that same thing with a lot of the business and organizational communities, right?
Yes, absolutely. A large portion of my responsibility as executive director is to find funding and create relationships with the community. And thank you for the opportunity to spread the message today about our organization.
So you walk in their door and you say, "Hey, this is all about it," and I'm sure they may have not known that you guys even existed.
That's right. So I had seen the charity of the month and I had been thinking about it. And then one day I felt that, well, this is the day I'm going to bring in my packet and drop it off. And now it's in your hands. So I'm so thankful to receive that call from.
Yeah, it was really exciting because it no it means to me that our word's getting out
Sure.
and that other charities are starting to hear about some of the work that we're doing. And because you took the time to actually put together just a really nice letter explaining what you guys do, and shared the mission, it was a no-brainer for us to say, you know what, we need to be highlighting CASA and the good work that you guys are doing. So kudos to you for taking your job so seriously and getting out in the community and trying to create awareness.
Thank you.
And when it comes to, as you mentioned, the charity of the month, there's a donation that you guys give. Have you done the big donation, the
I
big
have
check
not done the
presentation
big
yet?
donation yet. I got to scrimp all my pennies together, but we will be donating to CASA $15,000
Wow.
to go towards your mission of making sure these children have a fighting chance to hopefully improve their lives as their lives are in turmoil right now of going through the foster care system. And I just pray that this money plus the messaging that we can get out will be also allow people to have a heart for volunteerism,
Mhm.
to come to CASA and be advocates for these children.
Thank you so much. That I'm nearly speechless by your generosity and the people that you work with and that you advise financially. Thank you very much.
Kate, with that a donation, what will you guys be able to do now with the $15,000 to come into CASA of Southwest Michigan?
Certainly, receiving that money is going to alleviate a large administrative burden of wondering where that money is going to come from and allow us and our staff to support our volunteers without worrying about where's that money going to come from. And so, for example, in September, we're going to be training new volunteers. So right now, I'm creating a schedule for training new volunteers. And then we'll be having to match them to cases, which takes time to identify a good match through the court system and getting referrals. So there's quite a bit of work that goes into that. And being able to focus on that is our mission. So thank you.
Of course, we can go to wolfadvisoryservices.com, go to the charity of the month to learn more about not only CASA of Southwest Michigan, but all the other charities. But Kate, how do we find you guys at CASA of Southwest Michigan and learn more information?
Yes, you can visit our website at www.casaswmi.org, so casasouthwestmichigan.org. You can also call our office at 269-934-3707 or look us up on Facebook and LinkedIn.
And Rob, as you said earlier, it's been about a year, about 12 months that you've been able to do this charity of the month. How big has that been as far as the not only the impact, but what does that feel like for you?
Well, it's a wonderful feeling to be able to give back to the community. I'm so grateful to all the clients that engage with Wolf Advisory. It's because of them that we have the ability and the resources to be able to give back to the community. So thank you to all our clients that choose to work with us, because it's through them that we're able to give back. And it's very personally rewarding,
Mhm.
because I've been able to take advantage and be able to donate in other ways too, so, to some of these great organizations that I've learned about. And there's a lot of good work being done in our community. Too many times we tend to hear news that's just all negative, all bad. And now we have a chance to spread out some of the good things that are happening. And I just like having the thoughts that the glass is half full versus half empty,
Sure.
and spreading some of that good news of good things that are happening in our community.
Well, thanks to you, that cup is overflowing with generosity in the community. So again, wolfadvisoryservices.com, find the charity of the month tab. You'll learn more about CASA of Southwest Michigan and all the other wonderful organizations that Wolf Financial Advisory has been able to help with this great program. But Kate, again, congratulations. Great to
Wow.
see you as always. And thank you for everything that you and your team does at CASA of Southwest Michigan.
Thank you for having me, and thank you to Wolf Financial Advisory.
And Rob, the same goes to you and your team, the great generosity that you, your clients, and everybody has. A wonderful choice, I would say, a great program with CASA, and you guys are doing great things in our community.